the screenwriters of an Oscar-nominated film has been arrested in Tehran days after signing a statement condemning the country's violent crackdown on protesters. In a statement, Mehdi Mahmoudian and 16 others accused the Iranian regime of state crime against humanity. Mahmoudian co-wrote the script for the Iranian drama It Was Just an Accident. The film has been nominated for Best Screenplay and Best International Film. It was shot covertly in Iran. It was inspired by the director Jafar Panahi's most recent stint in prison. Earlier I spoke to Mr. Panahi and I asked him why he made the film.
I'm actually a social filmmaker, and a social filmmaker, when they work, they usually get their topics or the aspiration from the society that they live in. When I was taken to the prison, I was taken away from my society. When I was in jail, I actually met new people there, and at the beginning, I didn't have any plan to make this film. But after I was released, after 7 months, I thought that I have to do something. So when you leave jail, basically, when you're freed, then you feel like there is a weight on your shoulder, and then you feel that you have to make a film about the people that you met in the prison. And this was my thought, and I had this thought that the violence cycle in the society should end, and therefore I was hoping that I could pay tribute to my inmates. And that's why I decided to make the film.
Obviously, Iran's jails are notorious, and we presume there are tens of thousands of people in their jails now following the unrest and the brutal crackdown by the government. Amongst them is your friend Mehdi Mahmoudian. And I know you're concerned about his plight, not just his, but others who you're in jail with. What have you heard from Mehdi as to his condition and how he is and the others who were taken with him?
I was in contact with Mehdi, and the last time it was 3 a.m. in the morning, actually, when I sent him a message, and I noticed that he had not seen the message until next day. So I spoke to my friends, and we felt that something must have happened. And then I heard the news, actually, from the BBC Persian the next day.
And what are your thoughts about what is happening now in the country? And the way your government appears to have cracked down on this unrest with the kind of crackdown we've really not seen the likes of, I mean, not for decades in any other country.
Well, 9 months ago at Cannes Festival, I said this, and I'm saying it again, that this regime is collapsed politically, economically, and socially, and also ideologically. The only reason that it is still operating is because they have money and the power. And when a regime comes to this point, in order to survive, they will be ready to do anything. And as a result, such a slaughter actually happened in Iran.
What are your friends and family telling you about what is happening in Iran right now? Because we've seen the unrest, we've seen the massacres, the brutal crackdown, and it seems to have gone quiet. Do you think that unrest now is finished for now, or are we going to see another round of it?
Well, when the violence is to this extent, usually it's a shock to the people, and they are mourning about the people who have been killed. And someday they believe that it will be finished. And the people of Iran currently, they are thinking how to cope with the situation, with the psychological pressure that they are in because of so many people that have been killed.
Yeah, but the government has the guns, it has the power, it has thousands of Basiji and IRGC guardsmen who seem prepared to massacre their own people. How do the people deal with that? The regime is at an end, you say, but how is it brought down?
Well, many of the world revolution have been the same. You know, people had nothing, but because they knew what they want to achieve, they succeeded and they managed to achieve what they want. An example is Mr. Mahmoudian, who was in prison for 9 years. He was actually arrested 8 times for various reasons, but he was not disappointed. He has continued his work. And even in prison, when I met Mr. Mahmoudian, he was a very kind person. He was helpful to all prisoners and was trying to, look after them.
What can the outside world do to help? And what can filmmakers and the film industry, do you think, do to help the people of Iran?
We have filmmakers friends in Iran, and they are either in prison, like Mr. Nourizad, or some of them are banned from working, and they have their own problems, like many others. I believe that the filmmakers all over the world, they are a family, and they can actually talk about these issues and help the filmmakers inside Iran just to raise their voices. That's because the filmmakers are known to the people. They are influential figures, and whatever they can do for the Iranian, it can affect, it can help them.